Hey, good morning, students. Welcome to, I guess this is my sugar house, but right now I have the lathe set up in the sugar house, and this morning we are going to prep some stock and turn it with some lathe tools. A couple of items on this lathe. This is the headstock, this whole area here. So the motor is attached to some pulley systems, which is going to spin this drive. So that's the headstock. Power buttons over here with some speed control as well. On the other end of the lathe, we are going to attach our workpiece to the tailstock. This whole setup here is the tailstock, and we are going to be doing between centers turning. So the rectangular piece that I'm going to start with today is going to be pinched essentially between these two spots. So I've already got a piece prepped. I have located the center of this work stock, and I've used a punch and a mallet to find the center to help me pin this to my tailstock. On the other end, I have already driven in the drive center. This is called the drive center, and once again, wooden mallet, found the center, drove that in, and that's what's going to be inserted into the headstock. This is a tapered shaft, so that's how it will pinch in there when we get this started. I'm going to pause this video and we'll be turning momentarily. Welcome back. My stock is now set up in the lathe and my tool rest is appropriately in place. So my tool rest is very close to the workpiece. If I spin this, it barely, it doesn't come in contact with that tool rest, but you want it as close as possible. So I spin it by hand. It looks good, it's secured, and now I'm ready to go. I'm going to start making this rectangular piece round by using a roughing gouge. So this is a gouge tool. What I'm going to do is place it on the tool rest. I'm going to have a good steady grip, kind of like this, close to my body, and it's going to go on the tool rest and then into our workpiece. There is a taper on this gouge, as you can see right there. And that taper can go against our material, and then I can work across. So let's see what this looks like when I turn it on. So this piece of basswood is spinning pretty easily, and as you can see, I'm rounding over that part. I haven't touched this part yet. So I'll probably pause the video and I'll get this stock completely round. So this is now rounded over. What I need to do is loosen my tool rest, move it over, lock it in place, make sure my stock doesn't hit that tool rest, and then I'll round over this section, once again using that roughing gouge. Make sure you have a good stance. Always get that gouge on the tool rest. You never turn without having your tool on the tool rest. Now that I've done the roundover work with the roughing gouge, I'm going to go to this Skew Chisel. Admittedly, this one's pretty big. Normally wouldn't use something as large. I'd usually use a smaller one, but that's what I got today. So I'm going to now smooth this out with, once again, the Skew Chisel. see the difference between what's creating with the Skew Chisel versus just the Gouge. It's very smooth over here compared to over here. It's very rough. So I'll pause the video and finish this up. The part's finished up. This is a quick introduction to the lathe. Once again, we were introduced to Skew Chisel and a rough and gouge for this operation. I'll provide a picture of the final product here. What I'm going to be turning is a miniature baseball bat. Alright, so that's all I have for you through this video. Good seeing everybody today. I'll see you in the Google Meet, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. A little cold out here. Talk to you later.